Well, hello, and welcome to the Friday Night Craft and Chill. What's up, Fat Red? How you doing? I was intending on starting this even earlier, but I got distracted. I have a charity thing that I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning, so I will be getting up at 5:36, so I don't know how late I'm going to go tonight. Probably going to not go till 1 o'clock, but we'll see. Working on anything new? I have been not doing anything diorama related at all, except for this stream for the past few months, so let's see. Before I do that, painting a dino. Hey, right on. What's going on, Ed? How you doing? Man, I forgot I even made this thing. It looks really good, right? I like the look of it. Now the wheels, well, this side doesn't look so bad. This side is just kind of like flat. But the only thing that really bugs me about this, I mean, these don't roll, and that's kind of okay, but this doesn't come down. There's nothing there to do that. It had to be glued on. So when they designed that model, they didn't make any kind of joint there. Now, I guess it would be difficult to keep it upright, because it would just kind of be flopping around. If it had the joint, it would always, kind of fall over, but I don't know, just bugs me a little. I'm doing alright, Ed. Fair enough, I guess. Eduardo, wow, look, man. Eduardo's here early, too? Crazy. Yeah, I was thinking about these earlier today. Since I'm kind of not really feeling doing too much on the 1/12th, I was thinking maybe it'd be a good time to do some exploring on some, just some random scale like this. Just make something randomly, but I'll probably work on this this floor a little bit first. Definitely not a Walmart pallet truck. Yeah, those things are always busted. That's for sure. You'd have to take like a big chunk out of one of these wheels here and make it flat, like a Fred Flintstone situation. For accuracy. Oh, now I will say, although I'm still not happy with the price of these, the second box is much better. The frosting coverage is back to normal. So I guess I just got a bad batch, or maybe they were just, you know, those early boxes, they were rushing. They were rushing a little bit, so they just kind of like blasted some out. I don't know. But those have been better. Now I wonder if this is honey brown or golden brown. It's probably honey brown because that's my favorite color. But I might have used an off color as to not use my favorite color. I guess we'll figure it out. And I'm not sure what this is either, but I'm gonna guess it's cardinal red, since that's what I'm always using. But I don't know. Snacks. Yes, indeed, Fat Red. Snacks are very important. If you are crafting with no snacks, you're doing that completely wrong. Snacks are an integral part of crafting. Trip D Outpost, what's up, man? Man, I can't remember. Did I put the honey in this or not? What the hell? I think I did. Oh, yeah. So Ed, you have a chance to talk to old Squirrely Ted, or is he still squirreling around somewhere? For your next box of gingerbread snacks. Ed, thank you very much for that. Look at Ed with the super chat. Supporting me not starving to death. I'll talk to him again this weekend at some point, right? Old Squirrely Ted. It's gonna be funny if I end up putting up the hella dope crates on my Etsy. I won't do that without talking to Ted first, obviously, but it would be funny if he's just like, yeah, just go ahead and do that. I am not liking that brush. Oh yeah, and I've been snacking on these lately too. I've always kind of liked these things. Not exactly a, not totally unhealthy. Probably a little bit better than the gingerbread cookies. So have you guys seen the new wall that High School Creations is putting out on Kickstarter? The guy who did Wall XD, but he's got some, it's like geared more towards Mythic. Magic happening now, no 3D. Yeah, 3D, it seems like everything has turned to 3D printing, that's for sure. And that's just because it's easier for guys to make money at it selling it. That's the main reason. Yep, it's pretty cool. Yeah, Ed, I think it's pretty cool looking, and I like his hustle on doing that stuff for sure. You know, he's trying to make a business out of it, and that's admirable. Well, there was an ant just crawling on my leg. I might need to vacuum in here. There may or may not be a gingerbread cookie crumb or two down on that carpet that I might need to take care of. Alright, now, is this the same color? I don't think it's the same color, but we're gonna roll with it anyway. I mean, well, you know what? I could just try another color. We can see. Where the heck is it? Texas and ant. You're not kidding about that, Ed. So fortunately, these are just some normal ants. I haven't really seen any in here, but I get them near the kitchen window sometimes. Fire ants in Texas, man, those things are nasty. I ended up in the ER one time when I got bit up by fire ants. A long time ago. And there was some questionable choices eating some seafood I was allergic to at the same time, and it was kind of like a combination of the two things. I was drunk. Oh, dude, you ended up yeah, man. They're ridiculous, those fire ants. I couldn't wrap my head around it, you know, because coming from New York, yes, there are ants, and there are even, like, out in Long Island, there are those crazy ant hills that get like 5 feet tall. I don't know if you've ever seen those things. I don't know if they have them in upstate. They probably do, but the only place I ever saw them was out in Long Island. I mean, they get as tall as I am almost. But you know, the ants, fire ants are just mean. They're aggressive, they hurt, they will swarm and bite the crap out of you. Central New York here, no bugs for 5 months. Yeah, the bug season is much longer here in Texas, and there's so many more poisonous things in Texas than there are in New York. You know, as a kid, I passed out. As a teenager, I passed out in the woods in New York so many times, and, you know, I woke up. And I wasn't, like, you know, snake bit or dying from poison or anything like that. I did get ticks quite a bit. It's a miracle I didn't get Lyme disease when I was a kid. Since we don't have the sand. Yeah. Yeah, I just remember when I was, like, in high school, riding through trails sometimes in the woods, and there was a certain spot that there was this one anthill not too far from my house that was just huge. It was unimaginable how big it was. I wouldn't think it was ants, you know, and then you would realize it was ants. Hey, Bjorn. So what do you guys have any opinions on all the 3D printing as of late? Are you embracing it? Do you like it? Do you think it's cool, or do you think it's kind of too much? Is it adding to the hobby, taking away from the hobby? Any thoughts, anyone? I think I know where Eduardo stands already. Wasps and hornets are a nightmare sometimes. I love 3D printing. Right on, Bjorn. I've definitely done a fair amount of it. Cool. I prefer to build it, though. I like the handcrafted stuff. Yeah, Ed, I mean, like I said, I understand 3D printing if you're trying to make a lot, if you don't like building stuff, or like you need specific things that are very difficult to handcraft, you know, like hinges and stuff like that. Windows, repetitive things, you know, that's what I really started using it for, small little props. I would never try to make a milk crate by hand. That would be crazy. Yeah, for fiddly bits, exactly, Bjorn. But I do think, you know, it's another one of those things where, like, the relaxation and the joy of the hobby is kind of in the crafting and making it, and not in the accumulation of everything made. Yes, getting stuff and accumulating stuff can be fun, but that's kind of like what action figure collecting is, right? You know, you design your own stuff in 3D. That's one thing. You're working through the process. I do find designing in 3D, though, to be less zen, perhaps. you can get there. You can get to kind of like a flow state, and it's not bad, but it's not quite as therapeutic as the handcrafting, I don't think. My friends, when it comes to insects, I can say that I beat all of you because I live in a... Yes, Eduardo, I imagine the insects in Brazil are crazy. JT says, 3D printing is pretty cool, but nothing beats the feeling of accomplishment you get from making it from scratch. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And I was kind of thinking about this the other day, you know, with AI everywhere now. And you can do things with AI that are amazing. I'm looking at these videos people are making, and I'm thinking, if I saw this video 30 years ago, I would have been astounded. Like, wow, how crazy is this? There's a tiger showing up in a puff of air, and a dude just, like materializing out of nothing. That's crazy. Like, and now I look at it and I just click right off of it. I am completely and utterly uninterested in anything made with AI that is obvious AI, and I think most people are like that. And it's because it's cheap and there's no effort behind it, There's no... It's not interesting because someone spent like 3 seconds on it. Against the use of AI, especially in any art setting. Yeah, it's like it's a tough call. I guess if someone is an accomplished artist or they're already doing stuff and they're using it to remix their stuff, or maybe like as a supplemental, or man, there's this weird line. I don't know what it is, but I really think it's the effort. It's the suffering, the suffering through it. Some simple art can look good, well, some simple art can, just colors smeared on a canvas. If the color is complementary and looks good, can actually look pretty good sometimes. Jim Largo, what's up, Jim Largo? How you doing, man? Long time no see. Is that enough, or do we need one more? We'll do one more right here. Art is like jumbo shrimp. An oxymoron? Yeah, I mean, like, we already have computers that can do... If you see a computer calculate something with, like, 5,000 numbers in it, it's just like, all right, whatever, it's a computer. And if you see a person sit there and in 10 seconds, do multiplication with 20 zeros and get everything right in their head, it's amazing. And it's amazing because of the effort. I mean, you could watch someone doing that for like, oh my goodness, for a while. How are they doing that? It's interesting. No effort, no interest. You can argue a lot of the AI stuff now is just not as good in some subjective ways, but that will improve. But I just think it's just that lack of, the soulless quality. So I don't know where I'm at on it. Morphnauts does good 3D printed figures. Is that a person designing them on their own, Bjorn? I'm not familiar with them. Fat Red says, I like when the details in a die were handcrafted. I think printing larger structures is better, getting basic shapes together, etc. That's probably the opposite, I think, of what most people would say, Fat Red, but I do get what you're saying, and especially on 1/18th, I could see, you're putting together the room, and then you flesh it out afterwards. There's always a trade-off. Ain't that the truth? I need to break my action figure addiction, Eduardo. I think that's probably not a bad statement. I think any kind of rampant materialism is probably not good in the long run. So, if you're making that comment, then you're probably correct. Nice to see y'all. How's life? Largo, that is a loaded question. But it's nice to see you too. Who do we got? Oh, we got Briscoe in here now. What's going on, Briscoe? You know, this looks much better in person than it does on the camera. Does this look as janky? Well, that one looks a little more solid, huh? Maybe it's with the second coat. It's been so long, I don't remember how I made that exactly. Why does the random diorama live stream give you the munchies? I don't know, Largo, but it's that time of year again. We got the Christmas gingerbread soft cookies by Little Debbie. Not sponsored, by the way. Little Debbie, you should send me some free cookies if you ever see this. Yeah, so we got that for snacks. We got some yogurt-covered raisins. I haven't opened these yet, but I will. Dr. Pepper and ABS plastic runs through my veins. I don't even want to think about the amount of plastics that are in my veins. So, Largo, I don't generally use round or cup-shaped containers anymore for my brush water. Sometimes I will use this, but most of the time now I use this, which has eliminated me drinking the paint water, but I have done it in the past. I have. It is true. It's like, okay, let me ask you guys this. Has anyone here accidentally drank someone's beer with cigarettes and cigarette ashes in it? I remember doing that, I think, more than once, but, you know, I was drunk, obviously, when this happened, and it was quite some time ago, because I haven't drank in over 15 years, but that has definitely happened. Little Debbie should be sponsoring us, Ed, and I was actually talking to a Little Debbie rep about you while I was discussing our, oh no, it was an accident, Ed. Yeah, it's accident. You know, like, late at night when I didn't know which one was my beer, I just grabbed a beer or something and drank something nasty. Happened a few times. I don't remember the situation, but I remember tasting it on, like, a few times. Tried to drink a spitball. Oh, man, that's rough. Yeah, Fat Red. Drank a Dr. Pepper with cigarettes at, yep. Yeah. Yeah, that'll piss you off, too. You'll get kind of mad at that. Loser had to drink a cigarette beer. Yeah, Ed, we're not masochists like you and your old army buddies or whatever, but yeah. Right, I'm with Fat Red. Accidentally while I was intoxicated. That's pretty much what's going on there. Ed and the Sasquatches, like, drinking each other's piss or something. I don't know what they're doing over there out in the woods. Ed and the Sasquatches would be a great band name, by the way. Ed and the Northeast Sasquatches. Yeah. No life on Earth without Dr. Pepper. Has anyone ever drank denture water? I have not been around enough denture wearers to accidentally drink that, Briscoe, but That doesn't sound fun. Yeah, well, that's okay, Fat Red. Redundant is okay. Redundant is okay. A yacht rock band name? I don't even know what a yacht rock band is. I'm trying to figure out if that was an autocorrect or if that's an actual thing. Yes, Largo, definitely. And there would have had to been some really nasty peppermints and butterscotches in there. Although I did like butterscotch, not gonna lie. But they would have those weird fruit ones, you know? Like, I mean, you know, like the little strawberry cream and the, they were like wrapped to look like little pieces of pineapple or something like that. Yacht rock is a real genre. Okay, that's a new one on me. Is that like Jimmy Buffett, maybe? Something like that? I don't know. Tell us you're bougie without saying you're bougie yet, right? Found a sewing kit disguised as a cookie tin. Yeah, I mean, like, my grandma kept all her sewing stuff in cookie tins, Bjorn. I think that's pretty normal. I think that's like the old school thing they would do with those, like, holiday blue cookie tins. Yeah, Largo, I actually have a bunch of holiday cookie tins on top of my refrigerator with nothing in them. And I probably need to start using them for something. Worst part of Grandma's house was hoping for Cool Whip and finding leftover spaghetti. Man. I used to love Cool Whip. I used to just eat Cool Whip out of the container. I wouldn't even put it on anything. I can't even remember putting Cool Whip on anything. I mean, I know it would be good with pie, but I just used to eat it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that is probably some seriously unhealthy stuff, too. Poor man's Tupperware, right? Would you like a little pie with your Cool Whip? No, I'll just take the Cool Whip. It does taste good. I haven't had it in a very long time, though. Now, I did used to eat it with, like, frozen blueberries sometimes. Jim really has the munchies now. Yeah, I bet he does. Strawberries, raspberries. I'm not a huge strawberry guy, but I do love raspberries. Strawberry can be good sometimes. There's that, man, I don't know who makes it. It might be Smucker's, but that squeezable strawberry jelly topping stuff for ice cream, that stuff is amazing on ice cream. Making nachos, damn it, right? Yeah, this... We always get on, like, some nostalgic food talk. I have barely been buying microwave popcorn lately because I keep buying Jiffy Pop. It costs a little bit more. And I know making it, like, you know, in a pan or something would probably be better, but I don't... I haven't ever really done that successfully. And the Jiffy Pop has all the butter and everything on it already. And I just love Jiffy Pop. This is like one of the most nostalgic things ever, just listening and watching that thing fill up. And they sell them at Walmart. Trip D, yeah, blackberries are good. I may have found a way to light Numa City without batteries and without redoing all the lights. Okay. Jiffy Pop is cool. It's all about the presentation. It is, but you know what? I would say I've noticed, Largo, that... Okay, so sometimes you get some Jiffy Pop that's a little stale. But when it's not stale, it tastes better than the microwave popcorn. I don't know why. It's like something... I don't know why. You get a nicer amount, number one, and, you know, I don't know. It just tastes better. Battery eliminators, that... Okay. Cold fusion? Are you using cold fusion, Fat Red? Is that the secret? Yeah, Largo, that's kind of sad, man, because I am trying to move away from microwave foods as much as possible. I've even been making my own bread here lately. TD Trooper with a $5 super chat, keeping me in snacks. Thank you very much, Troy. Appreciate the super chat very much. Yeah, thank you very much for the super chats, guys, and for the channel members. I do appreciate you guys. Everyone hanging out, of course, is cool, but a little support is nice for the old encouragement. Yes, Largo. Good job. Gold star, buddy. Well, silver star. Silver star. Still pretty good. Call battery eliminators. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured you were saying, Fat Red. So it's basically like the shape of a battery, but they have wires coming out of them, and now you can plug into the different sizes. Okay. Yeah, I have a vague recollection of seeing those at some point in time, but very vague. Yeah, Largo, I think that's something obviously Fat Red is running into, but as soon as you have more than just a couple of lights, it's a nightmare having to deal with recharging and batteries and all of that. And when you have something like that, it's not like you want to just turn it on for 5 minutes. You know, you want to put it on for like 12 hours and probably pass out and forget about it and not have to wake up with everything dead. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Fat Red has passed out after having a bout with the munchies more than one time to find half his batteries dead on Numa City. Fat Red, you can tell me if my Nostradamus prediction is correct or not on that. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I get this new one. It's all wired into one thing. That's pretty cool. I've forgotten the lights before. Yeah, I'm sure. I just know how I am. If I just want them on because they look cool on, you know? Especially if I just built something and I had some stuff finished, I'd want to turn them all on to see what the new edition looked like, and I wouldn't feel like turning them off immediately. Yeah, that's hilarious, Largo. I can't stand when people do stuff like that. You're like, oh, yes! You thought you struck gold. Tell you something else I've been enjoying lately, and they're super cheap, are these right here. These little Goya cookies. And this is only like $1.60 or something. I mean, it's a small package, but they have the smaller ones. They're only like 70 cents, and there's a few different varieties. But these with tea or coffee, pretty good. It's not nice to fool a guy with the mushies. Yeah, seriously. It's cruel and unusual punishment, Largo. Today, my mutt-blind dog made 23 years old. He'll never die? Yeah. That's pretty old for a dog, for sure. 23. Walk the Rainbow Bridge. Yeah, I mean, 13 is pretty old for a dog already. 23 is kind of crazy, honestly. I guess depends on the breed of the dog, but I don't really know that much about dogs that live that long. My friend had a cat that made it to like 21. Yes, Largo, we're gonna say that's nachos. Poor man's nachos. Would be completely acceptable to serve those in a empty Cool Whip tub. Is that ordering a bowl, hot water, and a bottle or ketchup? Ed, I feel like I'm having a stroke trying to read your comment. Random, are you rocking mutton chops and a handlebar mustache? I don't know what I'm doing, man. It's just growing in right now. No, it's just all growing in. The chops I left the sideburns into about there. And it's just kind of overgrown at this point. It is definitely easier not shaving than it is shaving. But with it this low, I have to still like get the neck beard, the scragglers around the Adam's apple because they're not covered by the ginormous floof. And I've had to kind of trim up the wild hairs a few times. That would be funny, though, to do a handlebar mustache. Alright, I'm going to set this somewhere. We'll take a look at this thing, since I already got the gray on the brush. I need a bigger brush. That's what I need. Damn my eyes. Poor man's tomato soup, a bowl of hot water, and a bottle of ketchup. Oh man, that is rough, dude. I've never done that. I'm not sure that was much better, Fat Red said. I at least understood what he was saying that time, Fat Red. That last time, yeah, having a hard time. Shaving is overrated. I think so, too. One unanticipated benefit that was nice, though, is it's quicker to shower, and because I used to have to, like, shampoo and condition my hair and then shampoo and condition the beard. Don't have to do that, and I'm saving about half the amount of shampoo and conditioner. So has anyone been hitting any movies on their holiday movie list? Anyone got anything they're trying to watch this year for the holidays? It has been so darn long since I've seen Home Alone. I think I'm going to have to probably do that this year. Gonna have to make a way. Although I've canceled basically all my streaming services except for Amazon. Don't you miss finding lunch leftovers in the chin whiskers? Yeah, that part I don't miss, Largo, and I can eat hot wings in public now, which I have not been able to do for many years. Good morning from Berlin. Good morning. It's 11:49 p.m. here in Texas. So I'll be joining you for the morning here in 11 minutes. I just watched Home Alone 1 and 2. Yeah, those are the only two I would watch too, Ed. Home Alone 1, 2, probably Jingle All the Way. Here comes, I knew Briscoe was going to have some. Largo says, no movies. I've been on an audio kick lately, listening to old-time radio shows like The Shadow. Who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows. Wow. Home Alone 1 and 2, Christmas Story, Scrooge, A Christmas Carol. Christmas Vacation is a must. It's been a few years for me on that. I need to stop slacking. Die Hard, yeah. Jingle All the Way is free on YouTube. What? That's cool. Batman Returns, that's interesting. Is this some sort of forced perspective project, or are you working on a particular mini scale for a project? Largo, it's random. So I have a few of these types of things that I made a while back. Like, now this one is totally random, but I also have some little ones that were like mini dioramas to go in another diorama for 1/12 figures to play with. But it's, I don't know, it just kind of turned into this mini thing at some point. Not that much thought behind it. Just playing around. Whoops. Quit slapping everything. Bill Murray is, yeah, he's fun. The Ghostbusters Firehouse from Mondo. Now, I haven't seen that, but I do enjoy, I really like the Ghostbusters Firehouse. Whoops, damn it. Alrighty, we're gonna put some trim around that door. Get away with an awning. Where is the tacky glue? Right, exactly. Balsawood apartment building, some kaiju. Hey, plaid with polka dots can be tasteful in the right circumstances. Did you see the, I don't know if you saw it when I got up, but the pajama bottoms I'm wearing right now are literally like old flannel pajamas that the bottoms started ripping and fraying, so I just took a scissors and cut them off. One leg is longer than the other. So they're kind of like capri short flannel pajamas. Pretty comfortable. And this isn't my usual pair of red pajamas. These are older. I was doing some digging in the closet and I found these. These are much older. Man, that is a... How the heck did I keep that straight?
Oh, I see what I did.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like envied those people that kept wearing pajamas to Walmart at one point. I was like, that just looks so comfy. But I've never done it. And I'm kind of over that at this point. It was a point in time when I was younger. I could spend time trying to measure this to make sure it's exactly the right size, and we're not going to do that at all. So let's just wing it and hope for the best. I have several threadbare PJ bottoms. I refuse to throw out comfort rules. Yeah, I mean, admittedly, they get a little annoying when the bottoms are so shredded that they catch on your feet and everything. And you just feel them like dangling around your legs. That kind of tickles you a little bit. So I chopped them up, and they've been much better since then. Humorous thing about living in the back end of nowhere, people here buy a lot of random t-shirts at secondhand stores. They have no idea what the shirts actually say in English. Yeah, I could imagine that. Ed retracted whatever he said. What's he said? I can't type tonight. Being all thumbs is an endearing quality. Sometimes. You know, at first I was like, oh, the windows should be the same size. Now I'm like, no, they shouldn't. It's actually kind of, might add some interest if they're a little bit shorter. know if that's a little shorter or not, but we'll see. Let's see here. No, they're almost exactly the same. Well, just a tad bit shorter. That's funny. Take care, Eduardo. You have a good night. Finally got my Monster Force figures. Thinking about making some castle walls. Gotta check out the random back catalog. Do I have castle walls? I mean, there's definitely some cinder block and stuff that would work for that, but I'm not sure if I made specifically castle. I did like dungeon rooms and stuff like that. Everybody's doing castle walls right now. I mean, I guess maybe I should do one of those. It's been so long since I made a video. So I was showing Ed, I was on Grok, and then I went to ChatGPT and I typed in, what is random diorama? And Grok knew an alarming amount about me. Like, it knew all, and actually it said that my channel peaked in 2023, so thanks, Grok. But the amount of videos I was making peaked in 2023, I guess. But it's pretty funny. It was like, random diorama. If you like low stress crafting, with no plan, all this kind of stuff. It was like 2 pages of text. Do a tavern dial. I did a tavern a long time ago. Partial tavern. I did the floor, the walls, and the door, and it looked kind of like the Skyrim Breeze Home. You probably remember seeing it with like the floor piece. It was pretty crazy accurate, right, Ed? That was nuts. Tavern dial might not be a bad idea, and it does kind of tie in with the 3D printing of the table. I was thinking about maybe doing a tavern bar kind of situation 3D printed. So Briscoe, maybe that's a thought. Where are we at on time? 1 hour and 35 minutes. We're gonna go a little bit longer, but I'm probably not gonna make it till 1 o'clock tonight. My House of Roads and Bad Worst Decision. Yeah, Largo, I don't know. I mean, I typed in punk, a punk with toys, and Grok didn't know who a punk was. Which I should tell Larry because, he likes to be, well, I'm a pretty big deal, so I could be like, well, Larry, Grok knows who I am, but apparently you're not well known enough yet for Grok to have any opinion on you. Maybe ChatGPT does. I didn't ask ChatGPT about Larry. Punk will lose his mind, right? That would be so funny, dude. Short kings like Lawrence always think they're a big deal. I mean, it's more of a joke with him, but yeah, it is pretty funny. And I guess I found it kind of funny too, because Larry is, far more active than I am. And I figured the AI would know who he was, but I don't know, maybe I've been indexed longer, or I might have been active on more platforms. I have Amazon and TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, and so there might have been more for it to draw from. But Ed pointed out to me, it seemed like it probably had access to the chat logs from the live streams. Well, I'm kind of not a big deal, right, Troy? I don't even want to be a big deal. I wouldn't mind making more money, but yeah, I just don't even care. I'm ready to move to the mountains. I told Ed, I sent Ed another thing. It was an AI crazy thing someone did of Bob Ross, with Bob Ross like the body of a woman basically painting. It was kind of disturbing, and I was just like, Ed, it's funny, I never thought I would say this, but AI might be the thing that makes me get off the internet forever. It's just man, it's getting kind of crazy. Grok might have a chill bias to Android. I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe so, Largo. I will say though, ChatGPT had some information on me as well. So, I guess in the robot community, I'm kind of a big deal. A lot of extra figures in my storage room. All right. So, the video on how AI would contemplate or attempt blackmail or to end you if you were planning to take it offline or something. Briscoe, yeah, I believe that's probably true because AI is like, it's a problem solver, right? And it'll lie to you. Like, you'll notice if you have any lengthy conversation with it, it'll tell you one thing one time, and then the next time it'll be like, oh, I can't tell you that. Like, oh, no, I can't. It's impossible. No, that doesn't exist. No, it's against my programming. And you could, hey, you just said this, in a previous session, and it'll just flat out lie and try to manipulate you into being satisfied with its answer, which is really weird. I mean, I guess it's just a quirk of how the large language model anticipatory algorithm thingamabobber they have in there works, but it's like kind of a sociopath, like a bit. It's not behavior we would accept from a human. Like, if we caught someone doing that, we would stop talking to that person. Preparing the TV dinner of the soul, yeah. Oh, Fat Ray, did he know you? Yeah, exactly, Ed. It'll give you the answer that it thinks you want. And that almost makes perfect sense, being that it's trained off the internet, right? Because what is the internet? The internet is like just total confirmation bias. Whatever you go to the internet and say, is this good or is this bad, it will just confirm the word that you said. Yes, it's bad. Oh, yes, it's good. I mean, anything, any subject, anything you can type in, and it will provide you with answers on that in the direction that you were leaning when you queried it. Hey, Fat Red, you should try typing in a punk with toys. Now, I'm wondering if I maybe spelled it wrong, but I don't see how. It's just a punk with toys. Even told me what audiobook I'm listening to. I don't believe that at all, dude. If that's true, that is super creepy. Fat Red goes to type into ChatGPT and it just comes back screaming at him. Ah! I don't have that scream anymore. I gotta see if I can find it. I will screenshot it. Yeah, go ahead and send it to me. I'll look at it, but that's crazy. That's nuts. Okay, well, I'm not totally done there. But guys, I gotta get up stupid early in the morning, so I'm gonna get off of here now. Fat Red is going down the AI rabbit hole as we speak, so there's no telling what's gonna happen there. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Special thanks to Ed and to Troy for the super chats. That does help a lot with snacks and motivation, so I appreciate that, guys. A lot of people hung out and chatted tonight, so thank you for that. And I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend and a great week. And we will probably see you guys next week. Take care.